chances are you've worked up a good sweat by now.
Hey, welcome back to another episode of the Stretch Yourself podcast. I'm here with Boulder comedian, and producer Billie Jo Gillispie. Thanks for being here. Very cool. Well, thanks for doing the pod. Thanks for doing headshots with me. That was super fun.
That was fun.
Yeah.
You are very easy to work with.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, I try to make everything as seamless and easy as possible. So, yeah, that was a lot of fun. Do you get a lot of headshots done at festivals and stuff like that?
Yeah, every chance I get, especially if they're like, well, this is just part of the package, so it's not going to be anything out of your... I'm like, heck yeah.
Might as well,
you
right?
know?
Yeah.
Because, you can never have too many photos.
That's true. Yeah, especially in stand-up. Like, any photos you can get is great for promotion and just for promoting yourself. So
the reason I brought my suit to get photos in that today is because... although I have all these great photos on my EPK, and I tell them, feel free to use any of the authorized photos on the EPK, half the time when I do a gay show, they'll go through my Facebook and find a picture of me in my suit.
Okay.
And then they'll
use that one.
It's fine. It's time to just give them some professionally done shots.
Yeah.
So that they're not some of these goofy photos that I have seen used,
I know. And it's amazing to me how many comics don't have a good headshot or a good, it shouldn't be your first priority, but it's definitely important to have once you start getting booked and stuff like that, especially newer comics, especially.
Once you have a fire 10 minutes, it is time to start looking around and figure out who works well with you, who, even if it's your buddy and you hand him an iPhone and you just make sure the lighting's right.
Oh, yeah, totally. Yeah, that's all you need.
I've seen some really great amateur shots that, were just as good as anything professional.
Yeah.
And then I've also seen the other side where it's like, whoa, I paid for those.
Right. Yeah, definitely. Do you have any other... wisdom to pass to newer comics or just people getting started?
Oh, we should always be passing wisdom, but as far as what, I would advise, I can't think of anything at the moment,
If you think of something, yeah.
Other than watch what you say on social media.
Yeah, that's a good one. That's very wise, yeah. Yeah, that's off stage as well as on. You're always presenting yourself, and you're always presenting a persona of who you are and what you're like to work with, and how you present yourself on stage matters, but also how you present yourself in the world matters too. So, yeah, we're all colleagues, we're all coworkers, So, who do I want on my shift, with me? Where do you think you get a lot of your sense of humor from? Is there someone in your family that was funny, or
my father?
Yeah.
He had a very different, sometimes dry sense of humor.
Okay.
Yeah, so there were
Growing
times
up
when
in Oklahoma, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
He would say something, and people would just stand there like deer in the headlights because they don't know if that was a joke. Because if so, it was funny. But if it wasn't a joke, sick burn.
Yeah, totally. Yeah, I know. I have a couple of people like that. Yeah. What other places have rubbed off on you comedically? I know you've had a very you've worked a lot of different jobs and stuff like that. Tell me more about your work history, and is there anybody else or any other environments that maybe rubbed off on you?
I think we take a little bit from everything we've done. The career that I loved that I gave up for stand-up was cooking.
Okay.
But like a lot of comedians, I've had some shitty and awesome jobs. From one time I worked for the auto industry, making sure the wheels were round.
Okay. Yeah. What does that look? What does that entail?
It's actually a very technical job with lots of gadgets to measure various things. But yeah,
Oh my
when you
gosh.
boil it down, my job was to make sure the wheels were round.
Yep, we got that's a round one. She's round, all right. Do a lot of how many are a lot of tires not round?
Oh, I
lot
didn't
of
work
wheels?
with yeah,
Really?
things can happen in the manufacturing process, and a millionth of an inch of out of round can cause your car to lose control
Whoa.
or off balance, or
Yeah.
So if you've ever wondered if those weights on the side of your wheels actually matter, yes, they do.
Yeah. 100%.
You want them there if if once they got the tire on the wheel, it wasn't quite level, wasn't quite balanced.
That makes sense. Yeah. I love are you good with cars? Are you good with mechanical stuff?
I used to be, and this is going to show my age, but once they started putting more things on an ECM, I got more out of working on cars because once you had to go get a computer to tell to have the car tell the computer,
Right.
I was like, whoa,
Yeah.
that's a little harder than just finding my 5/8 that's missing.
Yeah. 100%. Yeah, that's why I like I've been driving a Honda for the last 8 years because it's easy mechanically. I think like there's not as much. There's some computer stuff and electrical stuff involved, but like for the most part, it's like plug X into Y and like it'll be fixed. You know what I mean? My girlfriend's car is like supercomputers and like all kinds of stuff, and it's like things go wrong and it's like I can't help you here. Like I don't know I don't know cars like this. Yeah. What else? So how long were you in the cooking world for?
20 years.
Wow. Okay. Were a lot of different places, or were you at one place for a while?
I was at Regis University. I was at DU.
Oh, wow.
I was at a couple of hospitals around the area. So yeah, I was in food service for a lot of years. Did catering with quite a few of the top catering companies in the area.
Wow. What's like one of your favorite things to make?
To make?
Yeah.
Elk Wellington.
A beef Wellington?
Elk.
Oh, elk Wellington.
Yeah.
What?
Because people really, they're just like, oh, Wellington, yes. And they assume it's beef, and then they take a bite, and they're like, this is a richer, this is a
Interesting.
different flavor than I
Okay.
expected,
What makes it a Wellington? What does that mean? I don't really know what that is.
Well, that's where you wrap it in the puff pastry and you cook it, and you don't know if it's pink in the middle
Right.
until you've cut it open.
Yeah.
So you have to have gotten it down to, I know the weight of the meat, I know how long it's going to take it to cook it to that perfect pink. So it's very delicious, and you got the richness of the puff pastry wrapped around it.
Wow.
And,
Sounds awesome. Wow. So how long does that take, like, to make the whole thing?
with the prep,
Yeah.
you're looking at about an hour's time.
Yeah. Okay. That's a lot of time to put into something, and then you cut into it, and it's like, oh, it's not quite.
Oh darn, it's
Yeah.
a little overdone.
Yeah. Yeah. Gordon Ramsay style. It's raw. This is overdone, overcooked. I took a Gordon Ramsay the master class. Have you seen those?
No.
I would like to get back into it because there's a lot of just fun like things you can learn about on there. Everywhere from like cooking to like acting and DJing. They have sports on there too, and they're all taught by like pros. So like you can take like a Gordon Ramsay masterclass where he teaches you just like basics on like different recipes, like with fish, with beef, with all kinds of stuff. Yeah.
My mom could not cook. She
really?
finally decided to start learning to cook about the time that I came along.
Okay. How many siblings do you have?
3, and they're all older.
Oh wow, really?
Yeah, she waited till I came along to start learning to cook. So most of my childhood, I refused to eat because no.
Really?
So when I got 12, 13 years old and I started learning to cook, Mom would give me instructions, and Dad would get up and he'd walk out the front door. Then he'd come through the back door, come into the kitchen, and say, "Okay, now do it like this." And then he'd go back out the back door.
Was your dad more of
My dad was a
cook?
chef,
Really? Okay.
and my mom couldn't cook.
Okay.
And that's how I know that my dad truly loved my mom, because he ate her cooking every night without complaint.
Interesting. So like, so he wasn't doing the cooking for the house.
No,
Your
no,
mom was.
he's done that for 8,
He's like-
sometimes plus hours.
Yeah,
you
he's like,
know?
I don't want to come home and cook more.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So he would sit there and he would smile through whatever Mom made. Yeah. But then, like I said, I got older and started learning to cook, and there was a few times when that man got me in hot water. He'd take one bite of something and he'd look at me and say, "You want to teach your mother how to do that?" And I'm like, "Oh God, I hope I live through the night."
Yeah. Were your parents pretty strict parents? Were they religious? Were they lean back?
Were they strict? I joined the Marine Corps for freedom.
Really? Okay. So yeah.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I was your typical overly sheltered, very. To say I grew up in a world of Bible thumpers is, that would be putting it lightly.
Sure. Yeah.
Very,
Yeah.
very. We lived 15 miles outside of town. Our closest neighbor was half mile down the road.
Oh wow.
So yeah, we were very sheltered.
Yeah.
Internet was not even thought of back then.
Yeah.
We did not have a satellite dish, and cable did not go near that far.
Uh-huh.
So we had 2 channels.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sometimes, if the wind was going just right, we had 3.
Yeah. Were you kept busy? Like, did you have a lot of chores to do?
Oh, yeah.
Like, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Like farm stuff. What does that look like? What time do you gotta wake up?
Usually, yeah, in the summer, you want to be awake about the time the sun comes up, because by 9:30, 10 o'clock, it's too hot to be in the fields.
Oh wow. Jeez.
You know, well, when it's 110 in the shade,
Yeah.
you want to be out of the fields by the time it's 95.
What are you doing out in the
So,
fields?
Well, we're weeding, we're picking, we're planting, we're.
Oh man. Busy time. Yeah.
Well, we had 50 head of cattle, 300 head of swine.
Whoa.
By the time you add up all the birds, there was at least 100 birds at any time. We had pea, pheasant, quail, chickens, guinea, ducks.
Oh man, you gotta feed them every day. Once a day or multiple times a day?
We fed them twice a day, once in the morning, once at night.
Oh my gosh.
I had to take my ducks to the pond and bring them back at night, because if I let them see themselves home, they would eat all my tomatoes.
Oh. Yeah.
I've got all these cherry and pear tomatoes, and I'm watching and I'm waiting, and it's almost ripe. And then the next morning I go out there and there's no tomatoes.
The ducks got them.
Yeah, and finally I realized the ducks are having dinner on their way home
Oh
at
my
night
gosh.
from the pond.
A little snack.
Yeah, so I had to start walking them home at night. Otherwise, I was getting no tomatoes.
Oh yeah. Gotta bat them away.
It's like,
Get a
keep
spray
moving,
bottle.
keep moving.
Yeah. So what was school like then? Like, I imagine, like, it sounds like you had a lot of stuff you had to do every day. And how does like school and like friends and stuff fit into all that?
My parents really didn't value education, so school was a lot of the teachers complaining that I did not apply myself.
What?
Well, if you don't know how, you don't.
Yeah.
You
Yeah, that's fair.
If you don't know how to sit still and pay attention, you don't.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
If nobody's ever worked with you on reading, you're lost.
Right. What were the schools in Oklahoma like?
They're 50th
then.
in the nation.
Okay, not great.
I mean, they were better then than they are now.
Really?
Yeah, last year they were 49th.
Wow.
And I used to at least be able to, if somebody sounded dumber than me, I'd just be able to say, "You're from Mississippi, huh?" But now I can't do that.
That's funny.
Because
Yeah.
thanks to Ryan Walters, Oklahoma's school systems are the worst.
Thanks to who?
The state superintendent of schools, Ryan Walters.
Oh no.
Oh man.
tough potatoes right there. I wish I could solve every problem.
He's definitely making the school system worse.
How so?
He's more worried about whether or not the teachers fit his political alignment than whether or not they're teaching reading,
how to do stuff,
writing, history,
how to be an adult in the world,
civics.
Yeah. Yeah.
Things we really wish people knew right now.
I know, dude. Man.
Like history and civics.
I know. Yeah. It's a tough time. So you joined the military like right out of high school?
Yes.
And this is in the
I turned 18
Marines?
on the 1st, and I was leaving for boot camp on the 5th.
Whoa.
That is how, I was, boom, gone.
Wow. Did they recruit you, or were you like, did you seek it out?
I sought it out.
Yeah.
I was raised in a place where in 8th grade, my teachers were still telling me, if your husband allows it, you can have a job after you're married.
Oh, man.
Way to inspire education in your young ladies, right?
Yeah. Boy, that's tough.
Yeah.
So what was that experience like? Were you getting deployed? Like how long were you in there for?
I was in for 3 years. I was deployed. Earned my sea service deployment, all that fun stuff. So
okay. Was there a lot of ball busting going on? Did you get any sense of humor for comedy, like around those types of people? Yeah.
I was half their size, half their weight,
I know.
and a girl.
Yeah.
Want to see which guy's insecure? Just tell him that I've accomplished the same things as him, and he's still special. He'll show you his insecurities real quick.
Yeah. You're in the Marines? Is that what? Okay. Where were you deployed to?
Korea, Bangladesh, the Philippines.
Oh wow, all over. What's your like day to day like in one of those places?
Well,
Do you have a job to do or like?
Well, of course you have a job to do.
Or I mean, like, what kind of jobs are you doing? Like what? Because I know the military experience is different for everybody.
Yeah, every deployment is different. Every
Yeah.
shop is different. So you might ride a desk at this duty station, and then at the next duty station, maybe see a desk once. So it's always different. Luckily, my deployments were annual training, normal stuff, and humanitarian missions.
Okay, what does that look like?
Well, when you're, at least back then, when you're a female, that means feeding the survivors, while the males dig the survivors and the not survivors out of the rubble.
Oh my gosh.
Because Super Typhoon kind of destroyed a lot of stuff on the Westpac while I was over there. So
Okay, so you guys are there like post natural disasters,
right,
helping the locals and stuff.
Right.
Wow, interesting. You don't hear about that a lot, like when
but quite often that is, our military does a lot of humanitarian missions, and that's good.
Yeah, totally. Yeah, I feel like that needs to get brought up more,
Right.
like, because, I've never been in the military, so I only know what I hear from other people and, from
there's parts that
the
suck.
TV. Yeah, totally.
But there's parts that are amazing.
Yeah, absolutely.
And there are times when I found myself sitting there going, okay, what else do I need to see before I go home? Because I know I'll never be here again.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you have time to like do more sightseeing
Depends.
and like,
Totally depends on the situation.
Yeah. Okay.
Sometimes, you get a day out in town.
Okay.
This is the one day for the whole 2 weeks you're going to be in South Korea that you get to go out in town. And everybody will like, dude, you want to go to this chicken joint? Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Very cool.
I can say that Korean cab drivers are very forgiving if you hand them an extra $20 US.
Sure.
I mean, we had airsoft guns. We're hanging out of the taxis, shooting each other with these airsoft guns. You know, we're dinging up these 2 taxis. But we gave the guys some money, so they're like, yeah, fucking Beijing, do your thing. You know?
Yeah. Man. So you had real guns and airsoft guns?
No, we just had the airsoft guns because you can't just have your own weapons out and about in a foreign country. There's a lot
Really?
of things that the military members aren't allowed to do.
Huh. Okay.
Yeah.
So do the airsoft guns look like real guns?
Except for the orange tip at the front, yeah.
Oh, really? Oh, okay. Interesting. Yeah, I didn't
But
know.
yeah, we are hanging out of these taxis, like pinging each other with these airsoft pistols, airsoft rifles, just having a great time.
Yeah.
And yeah, just for a little bit of extra American scratch, those taxi drivers let us.
Yeah. Wow. That's wild.
They're like, go ahead, have your fun.
Sure, yeah.
It's good.
I'm paid either way. So.
Yeah.
Have you had any recent highs or lows that are worth mentioning?
I accidentally got my squirrels high on mushrooms. That
Oh,
was
yeah?
quite a high.
Oh my gosh. Out in Boulder, so you got do you
So-
have like a yard and stuff?
Yes.
Like okay.
When you get done growing mushrooms, you have this block of grain.
Uh-huh.
And there's still going to be a few randos that are going to pop up. But for the most part, you're done growing. It's not going to grow enough more to keep it around. So I
Sure.
just go bury it in my yard. You know?
Oh, sure. Yeah.
Well, I'm out working in the yard one day, and I look over, and the squirrel's got this chunk of something. She's just eating it like it's an apple. I'm like, what the fuck you got? And I get over there, and I see that she has the grain
Oh no.
held together by the mycelium, and she's just chowing. I'm like, I wonder if squirrels are affected by psilocybin.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
Any mammal can
Oh,
get
yeah.
high on psilocybin. Did not know this. So
And
then I'm like,
they must know like that they must be able to smell it and be like, oh, this is food. Like I can eat this, you know? Because squirrels don't go around eating normal, like any old mushroom, you know?
right? You know, that they have to have some kind of knowledge
Yeah.
of smell, taste, something.
The
But
squirrels are like, it's my lucky day, boys. Like,
I'm walking around the yard, and I'm like, trying to see if they're high. How many of them are high?
yeah,
And I'm like, well, they're such schizoid little fuckers. How do I know?
right.
So I go upstairs and I watch a couple of YouTube videos of squirrels high on mushrooms. I'm like, okay, got it. So then I have 5 squirrels that live in my yard.
Yeah.
I found 9 squirrels all tripping balls.
Oh my God.
And let me tell you, the best one was the first one I found because she's like holding onto this branch, looking at me like I sparkle.
You can
I'm
tell.
like, oh yeah, you're high.
Yeah.
And like I said, I found more squirrels than live there, and they're all tripping balls. So I'm like, oh, you guys like invited the hood.
Yeah. Having a squirrel party. That's wild. Is that the first time that's happened or the only
That
time?
is the first time I've noticed it happen.
Okay. Yeah. Are you usually like how many grains are you burying in the yard? Like
Well, I usually
season.
do a season. I probably grow like 5 or 6 times a year. So,
Okay.
you know,
yeah, decent amount.
yeah.
Yeah. Do you have a specific spot that
No.
you're putting them in? No. Just wherever it's good to
Wherever I dig a hole.
Yeah. Oh man.
Don't leave them loose though, because you can't trust those squirrels.
Yeah. Do you get a lot of wildlife out there?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. You're telling me about your job and you see wildlife out there. Do you get stuff coming through your yard and stuff?
Oh yeah. I've had to clean up the deer scat from the bottom of the steps a few times. It's like, thanks guys.
Oh yeah.
Had to leave it right there, didn't you?
Yeah. For real.
There is a herd of deer that live in my neighborhood. There is a bear that lives in my neighborhood.
Oh my God.
She doesn't make it down by us very often, but I always know when she's there because everybody freaks out.
And it's the same bear. Like everyone
Oh,
knows
yeah.
about the bear.
Oh yeah.
Does she have a name? That the neighborhood calls her? Like, oh, there's Josie.
I always try to get people not to name them because I feel like that's a death sentence.
Oh, really?
Sure as you name a wild animal, sure as you get attached,
Oh, man.
you know.
Have you seen the videos of Neil the seal in like Norway or something? He'll like he'll come into town and he's like messing with like a traffic cone or something like that. And they'll be like, "Oh, Neil, what you up to? What you up to, Neil?" Everyone knows who he is, you know, because he's always around. And they're like, "Neil, you're messing with my traffic cones, mate." You know, is it Norway or Australia? I don't remember where Neil the seal is from, but he's somewhere where people have a funny accent, and it's very cute.
Are you familiar with Ed the zebra?
No,
Ed's little escapade was this year. His first night in a new home, he jumps fence, takes off.
Where does he live?
North Carolina.
Oh, a zebra in North Carolina?
Yes. So he is just wandering loose in this town for like a couple of weeks.
Yeah.
You know, and everybody's like, oh, if you see Ed, call a report. Don't try to catch him. Just call a report where you saw him. And so for a couple of weeks, this whole town is on Ed alert. Okay.
Looking for Ed.
Well, they finally got Ed, and they had to put him in a basket and helo him out.
Oh my gosh.
So, I mean, the best pictures I think I've seen in a while is Ed in his little flight basket, just looking all slumpy. You know, it's almost like an Eeyore kind of moment of Ed in that basket, just getting lifted up out of it.
Dang it. Fun's over.
Yeah.
Yeah, gotta go back to the reality of my
Gee,
yard.
I hope I like my new home.
Yeah. Tell me more about how your stand-up has evolved over time. You know, what's been like a big like game changers for you, and how you like approach your material, how you approach being on stage. Was there any like moments for you where it really changed things for you?
Yeah. One day I had been to a veterans event. I think at this point I had been doing comedy for about 3-4 years. And, you know, I really didn't say that much about being a Marine before that until this happened, because I felt like I get so tired of not being believed. Why get up there on stage and not be believed?
Yeah.
You know? But it just so happened that day I had been to a veterans event, and I had it just up to here with the sexist ass bullshit, you know? And so I get to this mic, and I just got up there and I vented about what it's like to be a woman veteran. And I sat down, and John Novosad was at the mic that night. Mm-hmm. And when I sat down, he says, "I had no idea you were a Marine. That's what you should talk about, because that's what makes you unique and memorable."
Yeah, absolutely.
You know, and once I started writing stuff about, you know, my experience as a Marine and as a woman veteran, it seemed like the material got easier to write, because I really was drawing from dumbass shit.
Right.
That, you know, I mean, I don't have to embellish most anything in my stories about being a Marine, because it really was that stupid. It really happened that way, you know?
Yeah.
It's kind of like my story about running over the pig. Mm-hmm. Somebody asked me, so how much of the story of you getting pulled over after hitting the pig did you have to write? I'm like, none of it.
Yeah.
I just quote what happened.
Those are the best stories for stand-up, you know, where it's like you don't gotta do anything, like you don't gotta edit. You know, you can just tell it how it happened. And like, yeah.
And I think the best part of that was the fact that I was so close to my hometown. You know, because I hit the pig shortly after I left.
Walk me through this story. So
I finally got to do some shows on bases, and I go do a show
in Oklahoma.
Yes.
Okay.
I go down to Oklahoma, do the show on the Army base where my dad went to boot camp.
Whoa, that's cool.
Right. And so as I'm leaving the base, I saw my first ever wild hog. Uh-huh. Well, I saw the snout of it. Uh-huh. Then I saw my airbags.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Was it night?
Yes.
Oh man.
You know, and thankfully, as I passed the speed limit sign that said 65, I was like, yeah, those are day driving times, you know?
Right. Good point. Yeah. So you're going slower than that.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you think that helped you or it?
Oh, yeah, I know it helped.
Okay, good.
I really believe the only reason that pig caused my airbags to go off and shattered my front end without disabling my car
Oh my
is
god.
because I was just going a hair slower than it would have taken.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yikes. Okay, what kind of car were you driving and how
A Ford
big
Escort.
A Ford Escort.
2000 Ford Escort.
So a small car.
Yep.
And it's and how big was the hog?
Like I said, I only saw the snout.
Oh, could you tell how big it was when you got out of the car or was it
I didn't get out of the car. The car was still running.
Oh. So you're like, I'm getting out of here.
I rolled down the windows to clear all the chemicals and smoke from the airbags. See if anything was, hear if anything was knocking or anything. I don't see any smoke coming out from under the hood. There's no knock. There's no rattle. Steering doesn't seem fucked up. Let's go.
Let's get the hell out of here.
I mean, it's a dark, curvy highway in the middle of nowhere.
Oh, no.
If I had been driving a car modern enough that disables as soon as the airbags go off, I would have been sitting there waiting to get ass-ended by somebody coming around the curve.
Yeah.
So people are like, did you harvest the hog? Nope, kept going. I wanted to live.
Yeah, fair point. Yeah.
Because I knew not to do 65.
Right.
Not everybody cares.
Oh, man. Yeah. So was your car, you were still able to drive it? Or?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you have to get the airbags reinstalled or something?
Well, I got about 50 miles past where I hit the pig and I got pulled over.
Oh, no.
And I mean, it was such a joy because of some of the cops that we all come across with around here that are just fucking scared of the possibilities. So they're militant right off the bat, so forth. This guy, he laid back, he's chill, he walked up, he's, how you doing tonight? And I'm staring at the airbag in my lap.
Uh-huh.
And gotta admit, it's been a rough one. He says, well, I hear that. Reason I pulled you over, he does not notice the airbags. Does not, And
Was this guy even a cop? He's just like, oh, man. Why did he pull you over?
Because I had a headlight out after I hit the pig. I was operating with one headlight. Yeah. And so he tells me he pulled me over for a headlight out, and I'm looking at the shattered windshield.
The windshield's shattered?
Yes. And at this point, I'm just laughing. I said, is that all you see?
What do you do? What do you say?
He's like, oh, yeah, that's all I see.
He's like,
have
a good night. Yeah.
Well, that's pretty good.
You didn't have to tell him about the pig?
Oh, wait. That was the beginning.
Oh, okay.
He says, well, yeah, that's all I see. I said, that's pretty good since I hit a pig.
Yeah.
And then I watched and he leans in, he puts the flashlight right on my face, and he says, you hit a pig. When we take that tone and go nice and slow and repeat back what people have said, we're trying to think of a way to roast their ass.
Right.
So I was waiting to get roasted,
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm like, great, this is going to be a family friend or something,
Oh, yeah.
They probably see this face and go, oh, that's Bob's daughter.
Oh, my God. That's so funny.
Yeah, but with me having Colorado plates, Colorado ID, he has no idea that I'm a local. Mm-hmm. So when he says, well, where are you staying tonight? And it's Lone Grove. Oh, well, good news. You're almost there. I know I'm 2 towns away.
Oh, that's good.
I know how far Ringling is from Lone Grove. I got this. But I was, yeah, thank you. Well, he had a couple of times during the stop been like, man, if I'd known you hit a pig, I would have let you go because I got fucking shit to do tonight.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not only did he let me go, wish me well, but he called ahead and cleared my passage through the 2 towns that I still had to travel through.
Oh, that's nice.
As I was pulling into my hometown, I saw the cruiser coming the other way on the highway. I saw the lights go on. About 45 seconds later, the lights went off.
Oh, wow. Wow.
I was like, that dude hooked me up.
That's clutch.
You know?
Yeah, that's cool. Did you even have to tell him you were a vet or?
Well, I have Marine Corps plates, and I have the veteran indicator
Oh.
on my ID. So
Interesting.
You know, when he was trying to determine exactly where I was when I hit the peg, he says, on 76? I said, no, I think before I turned on 76. I'm coming from Fort Sill. So that lets him know the highways that I took and
Gotcha.
so forth.
Gotcha.
I can tell you I was in Comanche when I hit it. That's
There you
as
go.
much as I know.
So let him handle it.
Yeah.
It's back there if you want to take care of it.
Before I took that ride in Comanche, somewhere in the previous couple miles, I hit a pig.
Yeah. And it's back there. Do me a solid, would you? I got to get home. Were you staying at your parents' house or?
I was staying with a family friend.
Okay.
Somebody that I've known since I was like 10 years old.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Nice.
Valerie's awesome. But, normally when I stay on the farm and I do a show, I go off to the city or I go down to Dallas or whatever to do a show. When I get back, everybody's in bed. They're just like, you know what you're doing. You know where things are.
Right.
Well, that particular night, I pull in at midnight and the whole place is awake. And I'm just sitting there trying to decide, how do I go in and tell them, no, really, I'm fine.
Right.
The car's jacked, but I'm fine.
Right.
Yeah.
Was it really expensive to get your car back together or was it okay?
I now drive a Subaru.
Okay. You ended up ditching that one?
Yeah.
Okay. Probably a smart move.
Thank God we were farm kids who know how to operate baling wire, because the every header that held the front, every bit of the header that held the front end on was busted.
Oh, man.
It was not attached to the frame. Faith was the only thing holding
Yeah,
the
for
front end of
real.
my car on,
Yeah.
and the hood latch.
Yeah. Jeez.
So, when we got out there the next day, we opened the hood and the front just sank 3 inches. We looked at each other with,
Well,
wire. So, we're out there being very careful around the wiring harnesses,
wow.
threading the wire around.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It seems like you're very capable with your hands, You know how to get stuff done.
Well, the first time my dad handed me a roll of wire and said, go fix the tractor, I just thought this was a joke. But eventually I learned, hey, you can fix a lot of things between duct tape and baling wire.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah.
And then they came along with this product called JB Weld when I was in, my later years. I'm like, yeah.
What is that?
Dad was like, quit using the JB Weld. It's a novice's way of temporarily welding things back together.
Okay, interesting.
And it's not a great product, but in a pinch, it's like, the stuff you put in a flat tire. Sometimes you just gotta.
Yeah,
Yeah.
totally. Yeah, just something to hold it over for a
But the
little
wonderful thing about JB Weld is if you screw up, you just get it really cold, hit it with a hammer, and it's all gonna shatter. Okay, do-overs.
bit. Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. What do you do? So you do a lot of manual labor for work, right?
Sort of.
Or you did. I remember you were doing the.
Yeah, I'm a landscaper.
Okay. Yeah.
I guess you could say I do manual labor.
Okay.
I mostly fuck off and have my boss convinced that I work.
Yeah, as we all do from time to time.
My crew thinks I work hard. They're like, man, other foremen don't even get out of the vehicle. You're awesome. And I'm just like, cool. Did you want to hit? Is that what you're doing?
That's funny. Is there anything specific that you do to like take care of yourself? You mentioned the physical therapy earlier.
Yeah.
Is there anything else that you do? Do you wear like a back brace or anything like that?
No.
Okay.
Because of the physical therapy that I do, because of having had my spine rebuilt once, a lot of the muscles are very strong.
Oh, good.
Because.
So what are you working on? Are you working on like your back or your shoulders or what are we working on?
Mostly it's just to maintain.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm 53. I've had a great life. I've got the scars to prove it.
Yeah.
So, mostly I'm just trying to stay upright, stay moving.
Yeah.
You know, not be.
Not atrophy.
Yeah, I mean, the more fun you have, the more injuries you have,
Right.
the more that's going to say hi to you later.
Right.
You know, and so
Yeah.
I just kind of diet and exercise, run from that shit, you know?
Yeah.
Like, I like to work hard. I like to get out there and do things. So, yeah, I have a little arthritis. So I make sure I have celery in my diet every day. And when I go on the road, I actually take celery seed with me. And that is in my medicine, just like everything else, because that's where I need it. Because I need that every morning to make sure that if the barometric pressure gets high, I'm not laid the fuck out.
Oh,
You know?
okay. Is celery good for
Arthritis? Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, it really helps.
Interesting. I didn't know that.
Yeah, just one seed a day. Well,
One seed?
all it takes is three stalks.
Okay.
But when you're out on the road, you know,
yeah, you can't be. You
you can only eat so many chicken wings to come up with 3 full stalks.
Yeah. Can you bring me some more extra celery, please, with my chicken wings?
Oh yeah, I have had some of the best and some of the worst hummus available
man.
out there just because I needed the celery.
Yeah.
And that was the only thing on the menu was either chicken wings or hummus.
Uh-huh.
And you can only eat so many chicken wings.
Yeah, for real. Yeah.
It's like,
Yeah, I'm good.
and with me being a flexitarian, as long as I have protein, it doesn't matter if it's plant or animal.
There you go.
You know.
Yeah. Very nice. Okay. And the podcast is called Stretch Yourself. Has there been any recent times that you've been like stretched out of your comfort zone and just something that you maybe learned from that?
Oh yeah. I find I do a lot of shows down in the Bible Belt.
Okay.
And there are times when I get there and it's a great show. They're very welcoming. And then there are other times when I get there and realize that I am making fun of Southern Baptists and the audience is Southern Baptist.
Oh boy. Do you cater to that at all? Do you change your set at all? Or are you like, fuck it, this is, if you don't like it?
They put me through all that trauma.
Uh-huh. Sure.
They can acknowledge it.
Sure.
You know, but yeah, there have been a couple times when I don't realize just how clean the show needs to be until I've already, you know. Oh,
They want clean shows? Mostly?
oh yeah,
Interesting.
quite often.
It's
You
'cause,
know, I
like-
mean, you get to thinking, okay, this place serves beer, so,
Right.
you know, but then you don't realize that most of the tables that you're talking to, they're drinking iced tea,
I see.
you know, and I
I feel like you get kind of a mix of like I haven't done a ton of shows in the South, actually, really at all.
well, if you're in a
But-
bar, you're fine. You could most likely, as long as you don't say GD, then you're good, you know.
Oh, God damn it.
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
Really?
Any
That's
version
what
of
they
that
get
will
upset
get
about?
any version of that, and yeah, they're ready to run you out of town.
Interesting. So, like, 'cause I feel like there's some folks, blue collar folks in the South who like, who are like Kill Tony fans who like love like a fucked up joke, you know. But then you get your religious folks and they prefer you just keep it clean and you can't even say, God damn it, you know.
Oh no, that is the worst thing you can say. They would be less
Really?
mad if you say fuck, and they really don't like that.
Really? Wow. I hadn't thought. So do they like?
Using the Lord's name in vain.
Interesting. So like if you do like if I did religious jokes, it's not punching down or anything. It's just like,
Well, I flat out admit that I make jokes where I blame the Southern Baptists for making me gay.
how do they respond to that?
Like
Typically?
I said, I watched the whole audience turn on me in one fell swoop there
Oh.
in Beaufort.
Oh wow. Do you recover from that or what do you do?
I did my best, and a few of the audience members came back, were able to,
Sure.
but I really understood the mistake the gravity of the mistake when the headliner got up there, and I realized that this is pretty much the Sunday crowd on a Friday night. Because he sat there and he watched what happened, and he got up there and he was like, "So who loves Jesus?" And the whole place got. And I'm like, oops. And don't get me wrong.
Are we talking about Ralph?
No, Carter Reams.
Carter Reams. I don't know them.
He's from Wild and Out.
Oh, interesting place to come from and be able to do a clean set. Wild and Out. Mm-hmm. Because when I think of Wild Out, I think of like Maddie Smith, who's like one of the raunchiest comics out there. You know what I mean? But he comes from there, and he's got a clean hour.
I think that's the show he was on.
Okay, interesting.
Yeah.
All right. Very cool. Yeah, I don't know how, because like I've done, I came up in the church. Like that's where I started a lot of comedy. Was doing like church talent shows and stuff like that, and like. Especially in the early days, like
Well, you started young.
I did, yeah. So I was pretty young, and like that's the environment that I came up in, and it took me a long time to kind of grow out of my shell a little bit. But especially like those early sets when like my teachers are in the crowd, and like my parents, and like my pastor and stuff like that. So I'm like, I'm not trying to piss anybody off. So like, I did like silly. Whatever clean jokes I had thought of about being, a freshman in college or whatever, and then slowly, like I've done a church show recently. I did 20 minutes of clean material, and I didn't, punch down or anything like that. I did like religious material where I was like, in the Bible, Jesus comes back from the dead and hangs out on earth for 40 days. Nothing I said, no part of that is not real,
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm like, what? That must have been awkward for the Romans, to like see Jesus on the street. It's like stuff like that, and it's like, and I kind of like do an impression of Jesus, like seeing them and stuff. And it's interesting how like some people will take that the wrong way, and some people love that. Some people think it's so funny, because they grew up with the Bible and they think that's hilarious. Because I'm just pointing out. Different perspectives of what's written down. Do you know what I mean? So I don't know. It's just interesting to see how like different religious crowds are different, in different places.
Well, the Baptists are the ones.
Southern Baptists.
Yeah, are the ones who have the least tolerance for any.
Yeah.
Anything. They're. Yeah.
Pushing the edge a little bit. Okay.
They are the ones who are the quickest to say that is not acceptable.
Interesting.
So
what do they like? What's material do they like? I imagine it's like the equivalent of like
the cleaner half of
hip-hop.
Robin Williams.
Okay, so like
when he did Batty, they love Batty. They didn't much care for Good Morning Vietnam. But they loved him as Batty.
Mork and Mindy, Yeah.
They loved Mork and Mindy.
Okay. They like sound effects and silly stories and animations on stage. Okay, I can do that. I can.
That is there. Jim Gaffigan's main audience. Okay.
Gotcha. Okay. Yeah. Jim Gaffigan, Brian Regan. Who are some of the other ones they might like? I'm trying to think of like other clean.
But yeah, there's
comics.
not a lot.
There's not. There really isn't.
Yeah.
But I know they're out there because you got to be able to work. If you work on a cruise ship, if you work corporate, you got to be able to do
Taylor Tomlinson's early stuff.
Sure, yeah, her early stuff.
Because she also started out in the church circuit.
Yeah. Interesting. Wow.
Nowadays, I have trouble doing clean sets because once my kids were adults, I quit worrying about that kind of stuff.
Sure, yeah.
Because, now, surprise, mom's an adult just like you.
Right. How long have you been doing stand-up then?
I started in 10. Wow, 2010.
Okay, so like 15 years.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay, so have you seen lots of arcs of your material and like how you
Oh, yeah.
present yourself? Yeah. Were you more cleaner and you know, less edgy when you
Yes.
started out?
I wouldn't say I've ever been edgy.
Okay, sure.
You know.
Was that more for your kids, or was that more for like what you were writing?
Both.
Okay.
When the kids were teenagers, I was still practicing my sets in front of them.
Oh,
So,
wow.
Anything that I did, I didn't want them to come home having seen something on YouTube and been like, "Mom, Mom."
What the HE double hockey sticks,
You
Mom?
know. So, yeah, I finally was able to, talk about things that aren't exactly what you want to talk about with your kids.
Sure. Yeah.
Once they were adults,
That's kind of where I'm like, I still like will change my set if my parents are in the crowd, like for the most part, like.
Now, see, I didn't have to worry about it because my mom was so dumb.
Sure. Okay.
I mean, she was sitting there watching a video of me on the first Joke-Cella, and I heard the Keith Richardson's joke.
Uh-huh.
I said, "So what do you think of it so far, Mom?" She says, "Well, maybe if I knew who these people are you're talking about." I said, "You remember your childhood?" Yeah. I said, "You remember the British invasion?" "Yeah, the Beatles." And well, there were other bands, otherwise it would have just been an infestation.
Right. Okay.
And I had to
Gotcha.
explain to her,
Yeah, that part of.
this baby boomer,
Yeah.
who Keith Richards is.
Yeah.
So I mean,
Interesting.
it's not like we were ever going to waste money on spending money on a ticket for Mom to come look lost in the audience.
Sure. Yeah. And like,
You
that's
know.
gotta be another tough factor of, performing for more sheltered folks is like, they haven't heard of a lot of the stuff that we know about.
I'm still in the back of the room Googling stuff to be able to understand half
Yeah,
the jokes.
totally.
I'm like,
Yeah,
how do you spell that? Buka? Oh my!
oh no! At the open mic, your sound is on. Just trying to frantically put your phone away. Oh my gosh, that's so funny. Yeah, I can imagine. Yeah, so I don't know. I try to tailor. Like if it's a religious crowd, like I'll just do. Sometimes like depending on who the audience is, I'll know what's gonna work better.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like I'll do like.
That's why I like to listen to the audience as they're entering,
Yeah.
see what they're talking to each
Yeah.
other about.
Yeah, or like the comics before you, what works and what
Mm-hmm.
doesn't. And like in Denver, it's like, all right, like younger kids, I can do my religious stuff and like they'll love that because like it's coming from the perspective that they have, which is like, this is what I used to be in and I'm not so much anymore. But I still like to laugh about it, and have fun with it. Yeah, you do that more like Sterling or something. Like they're like, hey, I go to church on Sundays, But they still will like they'll like a cum joke.
Yeah.
They might like a dirty joke up there, and I pull out a little bit more of those, But if I talk about like therapy, that works great in Denver. Doesn't work in Sterling. You know what I mean?
Right?
Like,
Who has therapy in Sterling?
nobody. Yeah, exactly. So it's like it kind of just depends
You
on
need to spend
where
more
you're
time
at.
talking to the cows if you need therapy.
Right.
Cows are great listeners.
Right. Yeah, exactly.
They'll just stare at you,
Yeah.
lick the snot out of their nose, and keep staring at you.
Yeah. Very cool. Well, got a couple of quick ones, and then we're all done. Do you have a favorite road snack? Something that you're getting from the gas station on your way to your next gig?
No, I don't.
Celery
really,
sounds like one of them.
I don't hit the gas stations for road snacks because I always want to get home with money in my pocket. But I do tend to
That's smart.
go and get a great big bag of walnuts before I leave.
Walnuts.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because, I love almonds, but I don't want to be the only comic that goes on the road and overdoses on folic acid.
From nuts?
From almonds, yeah.
They got a lot of folic acid in them?
Yep. And that's something that is fat soluble, so.
Oh, interesting.
And, you know,
Huh.
I'd have to gain some weight and lose it to be able to get rid of the folic acid.
Oh, gotcha. Gotcha. Okay.
So yeah, I tend to go for the walnuts because they don't have anything that's going to really build up in my system.
Gotcha.
And I can just go,
Walnuts are good too.
you know, I can go through 3 pounds and, gee, what'd I do?
Yeah. Yeah, you got your nutrition. You
Yeah.
got some protein. Do you have a favorite time of day? You seem like an early riser kind of person.
I'm only an early riser right now because it's hot if I don't.
Yeah.
I mean, well, I don't know. In the winter, I start at anywhere between midnight and 2 in the morning. So is that early riser or is that just getting done at the
Man, I
mic
don't
and
know.
going to work?
That's crazy. So you sleep during the day a lot?
Yeah.
Okay.
During the winter, I'll get off work anytime after like 8, 9 o'clock in the morning.
Dang.
And
During
like
the winter?
last winter when we were having to do 13, 14-hour shifts, sometimes I was coming home at 2, 3 in the afternoon.
Long day.
Yeah.
Man. And what time are you going to bed right away when you get home?
Sometimes.
Yeah.
But you know, I mean, I'm a bit of a princess. I work hard, and the reason why I work hard is to be able to relax and enjoy. So
Absolutely.
I have a pillow for the bathtub and
Nice.
Epsom salts with echinacea and mint.
There you go.
And I have, you know, fuzzy socks that are wool lined.
You like
and
to
I
treat
just,
yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I go home and I have a good rum and I have a nice long bath and, you know, spoil myself for a little while, and when I conk out, I conk out.
There you go. Yeah. Very cool. Are you watching anything when you do that? Do you have a book in the tub? Or are you watching a TV show
No,
or something?
usually I am watching the insides of my eyelids and listening to music.
Okay, nice. What are you listening to?
That's all depends on the mood.
Okay. Yeah.
You know, I mean, sometimes I want something that is some chamber music. Sometimes I want, you know, something more modern. So, you know, it's just all over the spectrum.
I love that. Do you have a favorite soup?
It's available Vietnamese or Cambodian. It's a coconut pumpkin with lemongrass.
Oh.
And so, I mean,
That's
that
a
is
first.
that is my favorite.
Haven't heard
I
that
mean,
before.
there's many. I like food.
Yeah.
I mean, I
knew
put
that'd
a
be a good
career on
question for you.
food.
Yeah.
But yeah, that is my favorite soup. That would be the one.
Cambodian or
It's
Vietnamese?
Cambodian pumpkin lemongrass soup. Yes.
coconut pumpkin lemongrass soup? Wow. I've never heard of
You know,
that.
and asking me to pronounce it in either of those 2 languages. Nope.
Yeah, you just go this one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Once I find out that you know they have their fall soups available, I just start describing it and see if they have it.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right on. Well, thanks, Billie Jo. Thanks for doing this with me.
Thank
this
you
was
for
fun.
having me.
Yeah. Where can people find you and learn more about you?
Facebook. I've been kicked off Twitter. You know. Don't congratulate
Wow.
Elon Musk
Must
on.
have taken a lot for you to get kicked off Twitter.
All I
Goodness.
did was congratulate Elon Musk on rednecking my family because, you know, I mean, I thought that was quite an accomplishment.
So funny.
And yeah, so
He's
I haven't been on
"That's
Twitter
not
in
allowed."
like 4 years because that's how long ago he was like, take this down or we're banning your.
Oh my God.
I ain't taking it down.
That's so whack. That's so whack.
But he's the bastion of free speech.
Yeah, for real. God. We don't have time to get into that with that guy. Will you say stay stretchy for the fans?
Stay stretchy.
We'll see you next time, folks.